let's talk about Foe, the new film from Garth Davis. Now, Garth Davis is a filmmaker who broke out with the film Lion, that was critically acclaimed. Terrific film. He followed that up a couple years later with Mary Magdalene, that I didn't think was nearly as successful, even though it starred Rooney Mara and Joaquin Phoenix. Now he's back with Foe, a film that is led by Oscar nominees Saoirse Ronan and Paul Mescal. How can you go wrong with that duo? You can't, right? You simply can't. You already know going in that the performances are fantastic, and they are fantastic in this sci-fi romance. Also in the cast is Aaron Pierre, who's also not bad to look at, like anybody in this trio. And they are essentially the only three actors in the film. It's set in a future in which most of humanity has fled a dying planet to go live in space stations in the sky. But Ronan and Mescal's characters, Hen and Junior, respectively, continue to live on the planet at one of Junior's family farmhouses. They don't exactly work the land, though. She works at a diner. He works at a chicken processing plant. So not great, right? And their marriage is stale. It's dying. You can see it right from the very beginning. She looks like she's ready to crawl out of her skin to get out of there. And he seems angry and jealous and just altogether unhappy. Their tense but rather dull lives get broken up by the arrival of Terrence, played by Aaron Pierre. Now he arrives to tell them that Junior has been granted a chance to go to fly to one of the space stations and to help start a new community for humanity. The catch is that he's going alone. Hen is not coming with him, and that's a shame. So she's going to be left behind all alone. Or is she? No, it's not the case. Instead, the company will create an AI simulant, basically a clone of Junior that will stay behind to live with Hen. And Terrence has to live with them for a while in order to make sure they get it right. Now, this part doesn't make sense. This part doesn't make a lot of sense to me. As much as I actually really do enjoy this film, it's largely because of the interactions between Ronan, Pierre, and Mescal, and this look at this fraying marriage, which has grown stagnant as the world is sort of speeding past them. You know, they seem to be kind of stuck in place. Junior can't give up this family plot that he's not even working. He just can't seem to give it up, and their marriage is just kind of just stuck in idle. And while the future is just moving on, right? But when you think about the plot a little hard, it's like, why would the company go through all this trouble? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why are they going through all this when clearly, if you've got the technology to be able to send people into space to create whole communities, I think you probably had the ability to create some form of communication between Hen and Junior. So it didn't really make any sense to me that they would go through all this trouble for this, and the movie doesn't make any attempts to really explain it. We're just meant to believe it. Now it does create some great drama. You got this, what, it doesn't quite become a love triangle, but you do have this thick tension in the house because Junior gets a little jealous of Terrence's presence and the attention that Hen is giving him. I mean, she ain't seen other guys really for a while. Not really, not anybody that's in their household. And and their banter is reciprocal. So he's kind of jealous of it. And that causes things to become increasingly strained. Now, the final act of the film goes a little crazy, but I think in a good way, and it takes some turns that are shocking, but I think completely logical, far more logical than other details of the plot, like the one I just described. Like, it's like, what is this company doing? What is its real goal? It seems really dark and conspiratorial, but that's not really what the movie is either. So that some details of the plot are a little weird, but the final act does go to some far out lengths, but they're all rooted in emotion, and they are believable, and I think logical. and it's probably going to. I think it's probably going to turn off some people, but to me, the movie has been telegraphing the ending of the movie from the conclusion from the very beginning. Like I said, there are some aspects that don't really seem to add up, and there's a shocking twist that comes that makes you reevaluate everything that you've been seeing between Han and Junior for the entire movie. Obviously, I'm trying not to give that away because it is the movie's big secret. But this movie is really bolstered by the strength of its performances. Ronan is fantastic in a character that could have been seen as weak and vulnerable, but I don't think she is. Han has dreams and hopes and her own interior life that she's trying to see through. And Mescal is my favorite actor working today, man. He's got the enigmatic, angry guy thing down pat, man. He's just got it nailed, and he has it nailed here as well. I think him and Ronan are fantastic together. I'd love to see them in more movies together, actually. This movie's gorgeous as well, not just the cast, but the cinematography. It's got this really great pink-hued desert feel, windswept desert backdrop. Really looks really, really nice. The movie's beautifully done. It's really well done, and I think Davis is one of the best filmmakers who has yet to find his groove. Like, he's only made 3 movies so far. One I think is fantastic, and one I think is a dud. And this one, which I think is good, but not what it probably could be. Some people are going to call it a disappointment because you got so much star power and a premise as clever as this one, and it doesn't quite reach the heights that it could have. But I still think it's worth going to check out. Foe has too much talent to ignore. Foe is in theaters now, expanding into other locations here in DC. It's just coming out in theaters this Friday, October 13th. So check it out. And I'm Travis Hopson. This has been a brief Cinema Royale. You can find me every day at punchdrunkcritics.com. If you're in DC, you can find me in loads of other places like WETA Around Town Best Bets and on 7 News DC every single Friday afternoon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Goodbye. Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.